Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. Again, I keep thinking it's Thursday. All right, guys, so I wanted to say thank you again for another incredible morning show. We went longer than expected, but the panel was absolutely amazing with some new faces, which I always love to see. If you guys are joining in any of our lives and we drop in the call-in link, I encourage all of you to come on, even if you don't share, the same opinion as some of the other callers. We are here for an open discussion with some topics that might be more difficult, but at the end of the day, I think we're all adult enough to have these conversations in a productive way. So we welcome them all. Now, also, we just went live with Zach Peter to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But in that live, we had two big announcements. One is that the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Margaret Josephs, she is joining us on stage in New York City at City Winery on April 28th. And that's not just it. I mean, that's amazing. I love Margaret, but also we have Sheena Shea and her man, Brock Davies, joining us on stage in Los Angeles on April 7th. And that show has been completely sold out. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for Nashville or New York before they sell out, go to spillingtealive.com. We're actually back to talk about some more Ronald Richards news, because when I told you in my last video that Ronald Richards is an avid tweeter, that is exactly what he's on there doing. I mean, obviously he has multiple cases and he's still a practicing attorney, but he likes to keep people up to date on what's going on with some of these Bravo Celebrity cases. And this one has to do with Erika. Again, it says breaking. He said that this is sad to see. We're going to jump into all of it. We have the details and more, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's do it.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so Ronald Richards literally posted just minutes ago. I was doing another Ronald Richards video minutes ago, breaking. Tagged Erika Jayne, put the alarm emojis, two of them. Erika Jayne files a claim in her husband's bankruptcy case. She claims she owes nothing. See below. She also sets the defense for EJ Global, her LLC, which received $25 million in payments and is a receivable to the law firm. Tom managed it all. Not my problem. Sad to see. Now, in this, you can see it says official form 410, proof of claim, and you see where her attorney has signed off on it. And then you go through and it says there's boxes checked, is all or part of the claim entitled to priority under number 11 USC, and it says no. And then part 3, it says the person completing this proof of claim must, sign and date. And then it also has another code, and it has a check next to I am the creditor's attorney or authorized agent. Again, there are more. Attachment to proof of claim of Erika Girardi. Oh, this just like, every time I see these, I'm like, what is going on? But of course, we've got to talk about them. Now, it says attachment to proof of claim of Erika Girardi and Ree Thomas First Girardi. Claimant Erika Girardi submits this proof of claim on the following grounds. 1, community property and marital rights claims, including without limitation, claim to any estate surplus or distribution to Tom Girardi from the Girardi Keese bankruptcy, e.g., Erika Girardi and Tom Girardi were married on January 7th, 2000, more than 22 years ago. Erika Girardi and Tom Girardi had no prenuptial agreement. On November 3rd, 2020, Erika Girardi filed a petition for divorce against Tom Girardi in Los Angeles Superior Court. It has the case number, and it says the couple separated at that time, and Erika Girardi has been trying to move on independently. Due to the commencement of this bankruptcy case and the separate bankruptcy, and it goes on, this action has been and is currently stayed. Miss Girardi reserves and out of an abundance of caution, it's so small and his tag is covering it, out of an abundance of caution, hereby asserts all marital rights and community property claims to the assets of Tom Girardi. Then it's highlighted this part. Among other things, during the time of this marriage, Tom Girardi worked as an attorney at Girardi Keese. Tom Girardi, along with other attorneys and employees of Girardi Keese, managed the finances, law practice, and business affairs of Girardi Keese. Tom Girardi and others at Girardi Keese at the time using outside accountants that they selected and directed, also managed the marital finances of Tom Girardi and Erika Girardi and the finances of an entity called EJ Global LLC. At all times, Erika Girardi has been a professional entertainer. Erika Girardi has no law degree and did not participate in management of the financial affairs, law practice, or business affairs of Girardi Keys, and did not manage the marital finances of her and Tom Girardi. Erika Girardi deferred to Tom Girardi, given his apparent superior knowledge and expertise, to manage along with Girardi Keys employees and outside accountants the marital finances and the finances of EJ Global LLC. Wow. Okay. Just when you think that it's not going to get any worse. And it continues on. There's more documents and you guys can go through and read them. But I'm going to read this next highlighted part to kind of conclude us. The conduct, acts, and omissions of Tom Girardi individually, as well as in concert with other Girardi Keys attorneys. Girardi Keys employees and outside attorneys and accountants retained by and acting under the direction of Tom Girardi have damaged Erika Girardi in an amount yet to be ascertained. For example, certain third-party creditors of Tom Girardi and Girardi Keys are currently asserting claims against Erika Girardi, which are based on the acts, omissions, or intentional torts of Tom Girardi and or Girardi Keys, for which Tom Girardi and others bear sole responsibility. In relation to such third-party claims, Erika Girardi has affirmative claims for damages against Tom Girardi, as well as claims for indemnity, I can't see the word, and or contribution. Erika Girardi, this part highlighted again, should not be liable. Erika Girardi should not be liable for and has complete defenses to such third-party claims as they are based on the actions of Tom Girardi and others, I'm guessing since his tag is covering it, and others who are in Girardi Keys. Guys, I need to ask your opinions on this. What are your thoughts? Again, the initial tweet, which you guys can go back and look at it on Ronald Richards' Twitter, says, breaking, Erika Jayne files a claim in her husband's bankruptcy case. She claims she owes nothing, all caps. See below, she also sets the defense for EJ Global, her LLC, which received $25 million in payments and is a receivable to the law firm. Tom managed it all. Not my problem. Sad to see this. Guys, go ahead and give me your unfiltered opinions because I know you have them, and let me know what you think about this, especially if you're in the legal realm. And before we go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss things that we have coming up. Also, I know you guys are excited for our announcement that we had today about Margaret Josephs and Sheena and Brock joining us on stage. We have a few more coming in the weeks to come before we actually show up to do the live show. So if you haven't, now that you know Los Angeles is sold out, go to spillingtealive.com and grab your tickets for Nashville and New York City. We love you guys, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.